I welcome all my students, and we previously doing the topic that is the coordination. We have already done about what is the meaning of coordination, what is for the essence of the management. So now we will proceed to the topic that is the coordination, its nature and the features. So coordination, as you already know about that, it is present in all the function. That's why it is not called a separate function. That's why it is not a sixth function or a separate function, because it is present in the all five functions. So what is the features of the coordination? Now we will try to discuss and try to understand it. So the coordination, it is required where there is a group activity. You need to be sync all the activities. That's why it is called, it integrates all the group efforts. That's why the coordination is required, and this is the feature. Also, it ensures the efforts, unity of the efforts. Coordination ensures the unity of the efforts. It is also the continuous function. It is a pervasive function, and also coordination is required, or also it is the responsibility of all the manager. Everywhere, if there is a manager, there is a task of the management, the manager has to perform. It is a responsibility of the manager to perform the coordination. Okay, and also it is a deliberate function. Deliberate means it is not be taught. It should be, it is obvious the manager has to perform it. Nobody will teach it like you have to do this coordination. It is obvious because it is present. Without the coordination, no function can be performed properly. So one by one, all these features of the coordination we will read. First is the integration, integrates a group effort. Second, efforts ensure the unity of the efforts. Third, the continuous process. Fourth one is the pervasive function and responsibility. Fifth is the responsibility of all the managers. And the sixth one is, it is a deliberate function. So according to the first function, this means it is integrates all the group efforts. It integrates the group effort of all the people. So why it is required? It has the need of the orderliness. Integration arises only when there are more individuals come from different backgrounds and different style of the work. You know that in the organization there are so many people are working together, and coordination is always required. Only when required there are the number of people come together for the work. If there is a single person, if there is only one person is working, there is no need of coordination, because that one person has to do their work with their own way. But if there is a number of people increases, their way of style of the work may be different from each other, and it is a right time for the coordination, because the manager has to take care of each and every body's state of mind, how they work, because they are actually coming from the different backgrounds. Maybe their style of work is different, but although they have a different way of style, but actually they are appointed to work a particular work to be performed, and their effort should be channelized on a one direction. That's why the coordination is required for the integration of the group efforts. Okay, so this is to be need to unify the efforts. Everybody is doing their work with their own way, and it is only the manager who is to unify the efforts of all the people. Okay, second one is ensure unity of efforts. Now, unity of efforts. First is it integrate the group efforts. Now the second one is it ensure the unity of efforts. Now, when a person comes to the organization, it comes with their own aspiration and their own targets and their own dreams. Means like, if I will work here, I will get promoted, I will get the salary. So the objective of a particular person may be different from the organizational objective, and it is the manager who is to actually channelize and come their individual's objective and the organization objective together. Okay, that's why the coordination is very much important. So it minimizes the confusion among the employees because conflicting efforts may cause damage to the organization. So, coordination plays a very important role to avoid the confusion in the mind of the employees and the worker who is working. Because if they will not give their 100% or they have some confliction in the mind, they are not motivated towards the work, they will not give the 100% to the organization. And it is very important to coordinate the manager, to help them, to give them the trust that if you will do the work like this, ultimately it will be better for you also. It is not only better for the organizational goal, you can also get your own goals together. For that, the coordination is very much important. So it ensures the unity of the direction. It means what the manager's role here is, it's very important and crucial role, because he actually channelize or motivate a particular person who is working in the organization and with their own dreams, own goals, to channelize and mold their own goals towards the organizational goal. Okay. Now the third one is, it is a continuous process. Coordination is a never ending process. It is a continuous process. Okay. How? It's non-ending. Although the degree may vary, manager work continuously to achieve coordination and maintain the coordination of the work. Now, it is a continuous process, it is never ending, but the degree may be varying. When in some cases where already there is an understanding between the sections in the department, you need a less coordination there. But it doesn't mean that you can avoid it, you will not go to see it. It's very important to see and check and supervise, but then it means that the degree of the coordination may vary to each and every places. Somewhere there is more coordination is required, and somewhere places where there is more understanding is there in the group, you need a less coordination, but coordination is required everywhere. So manager work continuously to achieve coordination. Manager has to work continuously to achieve the coordination. Once the coordination is achieved, it also very important to maintain that coordination. For the achievement of coordination, manager work and also to maintain the coordination, so that it should not be deviate. If you will not see, if you will feel like yes, it is going according to, but you have to see the regular checks so that the degree of the coordination should be there. It should not be deviate. So it's also the manager work for achieve the coordination and also work to maintain the coordination. Now the next point is the fourth point, that it is pervasive function. As you have already read the word and studied the word, that is pervasive means it is universal, it is present in everywhere. It means the coordination is a function which is actually important for the top level to the bottom level. It means it is required for the top level of management, it is required for the middle level of management, and also it is required for the lower level of the management. So we can say that it's universal and present in all the levels. Business or non-business organization require coordination. It's not only that only the profit-making firms require the coordination, or business firms are require coordination. Even the non-business organization or the organized body also require the coordination, where there is a group activity, where there are the people who are working under a one roof or working with some project. There is the need of the coordination. That's why we say it is a pervasive, it present everywhere. Even in the top level, they make their own policy and procedure. If we talk about the middle level, they also concerned about their departments, how their department is doing, and also the supervisory level, they have to see their people how they are working in the factory. They want to be very much required the coordination. Fifth one is it is the responsibility of the manager. All the managers. Coordination is the responsibility of all the managers. Why it's required? It's not only restricted to the top level but required all the managers. As we have already discussed about that, the coordination is a pervasive function. It is a universal. It required everywhere. Where everywhere means all the level of the manager, whether it is a top level or a lower level, the manager has perform this function, which is called the coordination. And the seventh point is that it is a deliberate function. Now deliberate means it is an obvious function. It is understood that a manager has to perform the coordination function. So it means why it is required? It required to avoid the confusions and chaos. That's why while performing the various activities, manager deliberately perform the coordination function. So it means that whatever you are performing, so that to avoid the confusion and conflict among the people, it's very important to do the coordination function to smooth running of all the functions, and you can see all the integration of all the functions. That's why the deliberate, it is called the deliberation of the function, or you can say it is a deliberate function. Nobody will say that the manager has to perform the coordination. It is obvious that the manager has to do this function. So these are your features of the coordination. And if we talk about the importance of coordination, coordination is very much important, as you all know that. Why? Because it integrates all the efforts of the individuals and the sections, individuals, departments and the specialist. It is the management is the coordination is required. Why? It is important. Why? Because it integrates the functions or the efforts of the individual, okay, then the departments and also the specialist who is working in the organization. So first function according to the importance, that is a growth in size. The coordination is important for the growth of the organization, and as your firm is increases in size, as your company, as your business is growing in size, you need more and more coordination, because with the increase of your business or your organization, the number of people are also coming into your organization for the work. You will employ more and more people, and if their number of people are increases, it means you need to see the mind setup of all the people. You have to manage each and every people, individual, what are their style of work, and you have to unify their efforts so that they can motivate towards the objectives of the business. And also functional differentiation. You know that in the organization there are the 3 levels, and every level is divided to their own sections, divisions or departments, and each and every department, sections or you can say the divisions are working in their own isolation, and sometimes they just forget that they are actually working for a particular organization. They feel that this is our work and we are isolated, we will do our work with by own ways. But if in real sense, if we see that all the departments and section and division are actually interrelated and interdependent to each other. That's why the coordination is very important with each other, each section, each department, so for the harmony of the work. Next is the specialization. In the new technology, in the introduction of the new technology, and you can say the new methods, the new updated method, you require the qualified person. You require the specialist of the work. But when you appoint the specialist and the expertise, they have their own work, style of work, and they have, because they are well qualified, they feel like they are right in taking all kind of decisions. So it's a very much crucial duty of a manager here to convince them with their own way, that because it's not only their way of work, because all the work is channelizing for the organization work. So it's a very important function of the coordination to also convince all the expertise, all the you can say expertise staff and specialized person to take them into the confidence and try to convince them that they are actually working for the organization's goals and objectives, not for their selfish reasons. So these are some important points of coordination, and also you have studied what about the nature or the feature of coordination, as it is, although it is the function which is not specified in the kinds of the function which are 5, but it is a key function of all. It is above of all. You can say it is the soul of all the function. Okay, so do revise it, and I say all the best for your studies. Thank you.